Welcome to Soul-Led Creative Women, a podcast for women seeking bold, brave tools to navigate life's challenges. I'm Sam Horton, and today we're going to explore the concept of endings and beginnings to fuel personal growth and transformation. Enjoy. So, we've all been through moments where it feels like everything is falling apart, where the things that we once relied on or that we believed were for us, they no longer serve us. And it can be really hard to let go. But sometimes it's really necessary to release certain habits, people, or beliefs so that we can create enough space to let new, fresh energy in. And these endings can be really painful and challenging, but they often give us opportunities for transformation when we learn how to lean into turning our pain into power. I'm no stranger to this process of endings and beginnings. I've been through many significant challenges that have forced me to let go of the old and welcome in new ways of living and new goals. I've been through burnout, a career crisis, and major career change. I've been through a divorce, and I've been in toxic situations that felt impossible to end. I've also experienced a painful inner conflict as I knew that there was more within me to discover, to experience, to share, and to express. And all of these situations, they required me to leave parts of myself and my life behind as I welcomed in new possibilities. And ultimately, as I gave myself permission to, really grow as a person and to become stronger and more empowered. And through all of this pain, I managed to find space for new things to be born. And these challenges have really taken me on a spiritual and creative journey that has really led me out of the dark and towards a more authentic version of myself. And that's really what I want to talk about today. How we can use these endings as opportunities for rebirth and transformation. Sometimes it's not a quick process though. It does take time to fully let go, but really one small step in front of the other is often the safest, fastest route to take. In today's society, this concept is not something we're really taught. We're taught to hold on, push through, and we're often afraid to let the old die off. We see the process of release as like a failure or a loss. But the truth is, every ending creates space for something new. And the challenge is in recognizing what needs to go and what you need to release to move your life forward. So I want you to take a moment and think about what's no longer serving you. What's currently holding you back. And what you really need to let go of to move forward to the next version of yourself, to evolve, grow, and transform. These sorts of questions can really help you to get to the root of things that weigh you down and hold you back. It could be an old belief system, a relationship, a job, or even a version of yourself that no longer fits with who you're becoming. Sometimes we hold on to things not because they serve us, but because they're familiar. And breaking free from that can feel terrifying. But I want you to know it is necessary for growth. So if you're feeling stuck right now, ask yourself, what am I gripping onto that's preventing me from growing? And once you've started this process of inquiring within or asking, your soul to lead the way, layering in some non-verbal inner connection creative tools can really help you dig a little deeper and open yourself without feeling like you need to use or find all the words to describe your situation, your feelings, your emotions. So I've got a really simple exercise for you to try. It's called a Release Collage, and you don't need any special art skills. You just need some basic materials like paper, paint, magazines, glue markers, whatever you have around the house. And here's how it works. First, I want you to think about what you're letting go of. What's weighing you down in your heart? And you can Just draw or paint some symbols of those things. You might use abstract shapes or colours that represent emotions. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And then you can take some pieces of paper and write down the words or phrases that represent the things that are holding you back. You can tear out images or words from magazines, tear them up, cut them, rip them. Just work really intuitively. And this is where you can really start the act of letting go. And once you've sort of torn some pieces up, and you can arrange them on your page and think about how these pieces of your life are being symbolically transformed. Let go of perfection and let the process of tearing and gluing be freeing. You can even incorporate natural elements like flowers, leaves, or feathers to represent release and rebirth. And this isn't about creating a masterpiece. It's about just using your hands so that you can connect with your heart to release what no longer serves you. And sometimes just this physical, tactile act of creating can really help you find a sense of relief and clarity that complements the traditional journaling or soul-led inquiry. And once you've created your release collage, it's then time to sort of shift into renewal. So what new energy are you making space for? What do you want to invite into your life as you let go of the old? One of the most empowering parts of transformation is realizing that by releasing what's holding you back, you create space for new possibilities. You make room for growth, for joy, for expansion. So on that same page where you created your collage, start adding symbols of renewal. Use bright colors or uplifting images that represent hope and new beginnings. And it could be anything from vibrant flowers to golden rays of sunlight. Think about the flow of your artwork. Where does the energy of release shift into the energy of creation? Let your heart guide you as you fill the space with things that represent what you want to bring into your life. This is where the real magic happens. In the act of releasing, you open yourself up to receive something new, and think about what you're really ready to embrace. Maybe it's peace, self-love, creativity, or courage. Whatever it is, let it be reflected in the energy of your artwork. And once you've done that, you can take a moment to reflect on your experience. How did it feel to create that space, release and renewal? What emotions came up for you as you symbolically let go of things that no longer serve you? These are really sort of powerful and important questions because transformation doesn't just happen in a single moment. It is a process, and that process begins with awareness, with consciously deciding to let go of what's holding you back so that you can step into something new. And I encourage you to sit with your collage for a while. Maybe journal about the feelings that arose during the activity, reflecting on the transitions happening in your life right now and what these changes symbolize for you. And remember, every ending is a beginning in disguise. By letting go, you're making room for new growth and possibilities. And as we come to the end of this episode, I just want to leave you with this thought. Transformation always begins with letting go. When we release what no longer serves us, we make space for something beautiful and expansive to enter our lives. It's in the endings that we find the seeds of new beginnings. So if today's episode resonated with you and you're ready to explore more spiritual and creative tools for personal growth, I would love to share my free guide with you. It includes 7 spiritual and creative tools that you must try if you feel stuck or if you're not sure what to do next. It has a similar vibe to the tools shared in this episode today. You can grab this guide by visiting samhorton.co/tools. And you can also visit my website or book a free call so we can talk about how I can support you with your own endings and beginnings, and so much more on your personal growth and expansion journey, or as you face major life challenges in your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you have the power to turn your pain into something powerful, to let go of the old and embrace the new. Until next time, keep creating, keep trusting, and keep expanding. Take care.